Pride Month again, book lovers! It's me, your most favorite book-loving homosexual. Again, I'm not sure about the most favorite, but I am the only book-loving homosexual that you know. Who does vlogs? Anyway, welcome to another book review for 2021. And this time, I will be reviewing, and I don't know if this is going to be a short review or a really long one. Anyway, I am going to be reviewing the last book in the Skybound Saga by Alexander London. And it's Goldwings Rising. Goldwings Rising. Okay, first things first, I don't know if you guys know, but I am a homosexual who loves both silver and gold, especially gold actually. And I think it's an influence back when I was in my elementary and high school days back in the Philippines, because our school's animal is golden something. I'm going to tell you guys. But enough of that, because we're not going to be talking about my life, but the lives of the twins in this book. And I must say first, since I've just told you guys that I love gold, this cover is stunning! Why did I sound like Monique Hart there? It's stunning, Hannah. It's stunning, America. So, if you guys haven't read this book yet, and you have not seen my first two book reviews regarding this series, and if you guys are actually planning on reading this series soon enough, I have to tell you guys right here, right now, that I might be giving out spoilers to you. So, be warned, okay? Now, let's get started. So, at the end of the last book, war between the Ustari and Altari broke out. And Bryson, the older twin, actually found out that he too is able to speak the hollow tongue, just like his twin Kylie. However, the difference between the two of them is that Bryson was able to speak that language in order to heal birds. So his ability is healing, while Kylie's ability is in attacking or defending, I guess, or commanding, more of a commandment. And so yeah, that's the contrast between these two twins. Now, in the last book, they have found out that the ghost eagles have been manipulating all of humans for such a long time now, and that they are just using human beings, especially Kylie and Bryson, to achieve their goals. And it is explained in this book what their goals are. So at the start of this book, both Ustari and Altari have now joined forces to fight their common enemy, which are the ghost eagles. And during this time, Bryson and Kylie and some of their friends lived in a cave to protect themselves from the ghost eagles. Going forward, Kylie and Bryson have been having a lot of nightmares lately. And those nightmares are actually nightmares of the ghost eagles themselves as well. Because the twins are actually more deeply connected to the ghost eagles than ever before. And here's the thing. Through those nightmares, the ghost eagles tried giving the twins a message. At first, Kylie was so hesitant in doing what they wanted to do, actually, because she doesn't want to be manipulated anymore. Because when she found out that these eagles have been manipulating all of them, especially the twins, she snapped. She had trust issues, in other words. But Bryson himself wanted to find out what the ghost eagle wants, or what is the reason they have been having these nightmares. So long story short, Bryce and Joan went back to their burnt house, and there, in one of the trees near their house, which is the tree where Bryson and Kylie have been playing since they were kids, there Bryson found an egg. And it's actually depicted here. It's this egg. But when Bryson found the egg, it was actually matte black. He said that it looked matte black. But there are swirling colors there as well. There's blackish red, blackish blue, and there are little specks of gold in it. And those little specks of gold is so crucial to the plot of this story. Again, if you guys want to find out, you have to read the book. Fast forward, when two opposing teams, the Ustari and Altari group and the Ghost Eagles, found out that Bryson has found the Ghost Eagle egg, they tried their best to instill into the twins to take a certain path for them to take. One group wants the egg to be destroyed, to be killed. One group wants the egg to be hatched for some apparent reason. The other group wants the egg to be destroyed because it will only bring destruction, according to them. But one group says they want these Ghost Eagle egg to hatch because it will bring a new era into the world that they live in. Bryson and Kylie tried their best to choose a path. That's a funny thing about this book, because there's this one scene where they are trying to go to this path that the other group has told them to do, and then this other group tried getting them away from that path to go to the path that they want to take. So the twins and their group have been going that way and this way, and they're just so confused by it that they just said, okay, enough, we're going to do it our way. And then fast forward, in paving the way for the path that they want to take, which is not the paths that these two opposing groups want, they actually found out the history of their world, on how the Ghost Eagles came to be, how there had been Ustari Altari, and what happened to the previous eggs that popped up into their world. Again, if you guys want to find out, you have to read this book, because that plot is so crucial to this story and it's so endearing. It brought out a lot of emotions in me, actually. Going forward again, they eventually ended the war and they calmed down the Ghost Eagles, and the twins had a very, very peaceful life, but not without struggles. With all of this said, I guess the morale of this series of the Skybound Saga is that there is power in words. Our words has the power to harm others. Our words have the power to heal as well. And that's one of the things that I have learned from this book. It's that, yes, sometimes our past or our pains in the past can be so much, can be a lot for us, that we sometimes tend to take it out on others as well. Sometimes our pain, our past pains, are just too much for us to bear, that we want others to experience the same pain that we have experienced. This series has taught me that we don't have to do that. That we have to learn how to forgive ourselves, or have ourselves grow from the pains of the past, from our pains. And that we have to live in the present. And that our lives, or this circle of pain and destruction has to end at one point so that healing can come into our lives. I don't know if I'm making sense there, but this book taught me so much about life itself. It is so endearing, it's so, I guess you could say, epic. I just love this series, that's all I'm going to say. And, oh, one more thing before I get too dramatic. I have mentioned on my last video that Bryson has a boyfriend, right? And his name is Joe Tamir. And all I'm going to say to you guys is that authors has this tendency to inflict pain on their readers, especially if they have likened a character already. And let's call it, I'm going to kill your favorite character syndrome that these authors have. So be warned, you guys. Don't take a liking to Joe Tamir, because when I read a scene in this book, I was flabbergasted. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm going to say. With all of these said, I am going to give this book, Cold Wings Rising, 9 out of 10 stars, because it is such a good ending to a fabulous series. It is such an epic, that's the word. It's such an epic ending to such a wonderful series. If you did like watching this video, please do give me a thumbs up or put your thoughts down in the comments, and do subscribe to my channel. And if you guys want as well, you can follow me on Instagram, Book Talk, and Book Twitter. And they all have the same handle, at Raimskie Reads. Again, this is Raimskie asking you guys to please hunt, discover, and read those queer books. Queer